Welcome back to the kingdom. Today I'm just going to show you a little bit of me making my track to my base, and then we're going to do some testing of some materials for the Nether hub. And what I'm really interested in is, as the wood blocks can be placed sideways now, then I want to know what they look like with other materials, and maybe we'll use them here. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to show you the end of this track when it's done. And I've run out of powered rail, which is a little bit disappointing, but I've done most of it, so I will need to go caving again, as this isn't even enough rail for my base, let alone anyone else's. Which, to be honest, if once they've dug the tunnel, they should be able to go caving and get their own track. But you see here, I'm just going to fall off, because it's about 15 odd short. Which isn't too much of a problem, but I will have to get some more at some point. And yes, when I was walking back and forth, some ghasts appeared, and I did worry a bit. Maybe that I should have enclosed it before I put the track down. But I'll replace the track if I need to, and hopefully that by then I'll have covered it over anyway, once I've decided what width. So now we're going to go and try out some materials. We have all the 4 different woods, and we're going to see what they go with. I want some sort of path, so maybe wood on one side and another material in the middle. And I said before, I quite liked birch, so we go to the wood. Where is wood? Signs, wood. If we go a stack of birch, stack of jungle, oak and spruce, and we're going to see what they look like with other things. Try that, try that, try that. And of course in 1.3 you can do stairs and things now of different colours. I did want to try sandstone. Dirt, not really. What else can we try? Just normal stone. Give it a go. Stone slabs. I do like stone slabs in general. So we have a little bit of a try, I guess. So we can either do sideways, like that, so you can do a long pattern, or a sideways pattern, and you can have blocks on each side. Really I want to be doing half slabs to make sure things won't spawn. So I'm not sure. I'm not sure I like it going this way, although if it went round in a circle it might look different, so I do a little circle actually. Change to an efficiency pickaxe, much better. Don't really use hatchets very often. Okay, so if we assume it'll go round in a circle, although I don't like the top bit. Don't like that either. I'm not sure how to do the corners. So we just do a round circle. Like so. Put sandstone in the middle. I do like sandstone, but you can have the slabs. I don't know. I don't like the corners. Let's try and replace them with a different wood. I could also do iron blocks. Well, I have enough gold here to make a load more track. I should go do that really, but we leave that for another time. They don't look too bad, I don't think. Up is boring. It's quite hard to place them as well. Not sure. We'll do this side in jungle. jungle. Oh, I do on spruce first. No, I don't like how you have to do that. I'm going to try this one in jungle, yes. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Although I would like to see how this looks. So if you had a side panel as the bottom of the wall, or just the whole wall, how it looks against these. Not sure on that. Let's try sandstone. Didn't want that. No, I'm not sure there. Whoa, twice in a row. I'm not sure if this looks better or this looks better. Neither of them really catch my eye. Although, really, one of these has to be part of the wall, and half slabs have to be on the bottom to stop pigmen spawning, because you do not want them on the tracks or anything else, so I'm not sure. I really want to use the new woods. If we can just try some more. And then the birch. We've already done the birch, really. I think that looks a bit better. Well, I do like the normal one. I have different slabs I can try as well, so that doesn't look too bad. Neither does that. It's oak. Yep, oak. Yeah, so I don't like how that works. Normally you can be at the right angle and it will do it, but this one you have to be directly behind it. So we'll try with some other half slabs. They are half slab wood. Where is my wood? I've got these half slabs. These ones. To lose some of this junk. And these ones. So we'll try against their own slabs. So that is the normal one, isn't it? No, it's not. It's birch. Where's the normal one? Oak, please. Did I not get any oak? That's a fail. Get rid of this stuff. So I need some more half slabs. Oak, there we go. Try on this side actually. See, that blends. What do you think about that? So we'll try oak. See, it looks better over there, but then against here it doesn't look very nice. That doesn't look very nice, does it? That is the jungle, so this one should go with this one, really. And that looks awful together. Completely different colour woods. So forget that one. Darker one. See, the darker one looks better, doesn't it? Although darker one should look better with this. I don't want it too dark though, because I want the light in it. So I like these ones, but I don't know what to put them with. I could put them with sandstone, but then I won't be using these logs. I do like how these logs work. They look quite nice, like mini boats. Well, I think I'll leave it up to the server members to decide. We won't be doing it shortly, we'll be doing it in a little while when we've got the structure built and everything. This is then the aesthetics, but I thought I'll give you some time to have a think and see what you like. Oh, that looks quite different as well. Didn't think of that. Do any of them actually look good? You could colour code things, I guess. You could also have slabs on top. I don't know. Are any of these worth looking at? I do have an idea for lighting though. I'll show you that now, if I get some lava. And as I've said before, I do love lava. I've got a whole load over here actually. I need to pick up that tier. Dump the wood and pick up a tier. Yep, plenty of lava there. Hopefully I don't burn myself doing this. And then you've got to be quick with this, so you put the lava in. And them as roof lights. I really like them. You see here I've got pillars. Got an open pillar here. Whoa, lagged out. Open pillar here. I've got caged pillars. I've got open doorways. So lava does look good and it does light it up. Even though in the Nether you don't really need the light because it's not done on light. But light is nicer than no light. Can use glowstone lamps, but they are quite intensive and expensive. And well, can use them, but I need a lot of them. I've only got about 2 stacks of them at the moment. But these look nice because how it's done, as the lava sits only like half a block when it's still. So I put it against a block here. You can see it doesn't actually go all the way to the top of the block. And here, as there's a half slab above, it keeps it in as it's counted as a block. Even though it's half a block, it can't flow out. You can't burn yourself, so it's safe. And it covers the whole thing and it gives that light. So I really like them, and I've wanted to put them in here. But I need to raise the whole roof 1 or 2, I think, if I want to do that. I don't really want to jump around and bump my head into it. Even though I can't burn myself, it's a bit annoying. But I really like them. You can do them in any sort of shapes and sizes. I'll show you the ones I've done in here. Not quite the same, but they're similar. So these are pillars. You can walk into these ones. They're not safe, but they're off the beaten path to walk through. And these are half slabs. These are staircases upside down. I really like them. I think they look nice. What I want to do, what I had a thought with my iron farm, I could do massive pillars coming from the sky like this and make it one gigantic building around it. So here I've got lava walls. Let me just eat up. Got nice lava walls with obsidian around it. The obsidian doesn't really match, but it does stick out. Little lava fountain here. I really don't think I like this. I wanted to clear this all out and just have a big view to the end, but I can't really think of anything to put there. It could go down in a well, but I don't know how to put lava down in a well without just turning into one pool. But yes, this is probably my best build so far down here. That and my iron farm. I should have really recorded it all, but I couldn't at the time. It took an awful lot of time. So this is all mob proof, as it's below 40. So this is just below 40. So slimes could spawn here. But all these are half slabs, and all of these are fences, and this is 1.5 slabs. Oh, a fence is counted as 1.5 blocks, so you can't jump over it, and things can't spawn on them. But now pigmen can walk out of here. That's why I want to put the thing back, the big sand dial. So, wow, that was a kerfuffle. Yep, I want to put the big sand door back, so if anything does spawn in here and comes out, they can't just run riot. Just keep them in check. Also, just in case something does spawn in here, I did have a couple of lighting problems in here. It does get a bit low in some places. So there's an 8 there. I think it's below either 8 or 6 they can start spawning, so there is a small chance they can spawn. But like I said, a lot of these chunks around here are slime chunks, so that's why below I've put it on half slabs instead of lighting it. And it, I don't know, I think it looks nice. So it's up to you really, what you think of it. But yes, I will replace the system here. Sorry about that if you heard that. I need to sort out this as well, because it's great. I've got 20 in here, 24, and it works really well. But the only problem is they're not actually that big. So this is a 2x2 thing, but they're actually 3x2 I think. So if I disconnect and reconnect and things, they can glitch outside the blocks, and I have to hit them back in, which is not very nice to have. Especially with people logging in, logging out, being around here. Well, not around here when they built their own bases, but around here looking at things. They can get stuck out here, so you find them like glitching out here. And you have to literally hit them back and then they pop back into the box. But yes, I need to make some sort of big cage, and then the redstone here is actually quite intense because it has to go through here. I've got the redstone going down here. So if you look here, this redstone shot me as it came down. So I wonder what happened there. See, this redstone goes down and it goes all the way down to a whole set of glowstone lamps, redstone lamps, and it lights up the whole of the spawning pads down there if I turn it on, if I want to. But here, all the wires run really close together here, and they've got lava pistons and water pistons, and this is just a, this isn't actually part of that, this is just my bin. So I was planning to decide on something of this today, but there's nothing that I particularly like apart from just the normal wood on wood, so oak on oak. But the problem with using wood, it does burn in Nether if a ghast gets it and such in construction, so the whole outside will need to be built first before the inside, which is okay I guess. And yes, I will be giving Ross a ton of this because I've got a lot of it, and not only have I got some over there, I've got some more over here, so more here, more here, so I've got quite a lot of it. That's why I like building my big projects out of it. It's empty. So I'm going to pause, and then we're going to talk about the iron farm. So I've seen a little bit. And before we go and talk about the iron farm, I just thought I'd show you this from the iron farm. This has been collecting for a little while. I just kill them now and then and pick up the loot, stack them in the chest. And there we are, 64 iron blocks at once. You don't see that very often. And I thought while I'm here, I'll make some more track so I can finish off my powered rail part. There we are, that's another stack and a half. That should be plenty, and that should be enough for Ross to have some as well. A little bit anyway. I will force him to go mining, and I need to go mining soon as well because I don't have any gold farms. The only gold farm you can actually have is in the Nether, killing pigmen. And if any of you know how that goes, it can end in tears for everyone. Even more so on a server, because if I attack pigmen, everyone gets attacked by pigmen. So they are pretty nasty things. You can die incredibly quickly. So I don't really want to be doing that. Maybe if I made it all safe and everything, but if people loosen Nether, then they will die. But yes, I will have to go mining, and especially I need some more diamonds. My diamond supply is going down a bit. I don't really make any diamond armor. I've only got a couple of bits. These ones are from trades with villagers. I need to show you some stuff for that soon as well. But the rest of it I use on tools. So all my fortune 3s, my silks, my shovels, and then these are all either efficiency 4, unbreaking 3 or near it. And then these are all the rubbish ones basically. Which what I do is when a pickaxe is almost dead, then I'll fix it with one of these ones, which takes off the enchantment. So then I can re-enchant it again with something better, hopefully. Doesn't always work, sometimes you get really bad ones, but oh well. We'll go to the farm. Glad this still works. I did have a couple of timing problems on it. Some of the levels are a bit odd. It worked fine on Snapshot before, so it worked fine today. But sometimes it gets a bit stuck. I think I need to adjust the timings a little bit. So there's a slime farm. And here's the iron farm. 2 levels on each, and the 3rd level under construction. I can go finish it now. Yes, and I've got a lot of power track on this as well, because this goes all the way up. Which I do want to finish, and I should finish the 2 platforms really. I think I'll probably do it tomorrow. Platforms don't take that long to make, but they are fiddly, and they're a pain to get the villagers up. Here is my infinite villager spawner. You may have seen this before. But as you can see, I've killed all the villagers, because if you leave it for about an hour, you get like 700 in there, and they start to lag the server. So we'll have to bring in some more from the village on the minecart system, which is a very long way away from the village. Over here is my sand collection. I need to do some more sand collecting at some point, because I need some more TNT. Because I've got so many gunpowder that I can't even fit them in my chest anymore. And I do plan on using a lot of TNT. Oh, I've still got 2 pigs. That's good. I want your opinion on this. This is my walkway out. This is so they don't lag the server, because they're not... When I'm over here, these chunks aren't actually loaded. So these entities aren't on the list. That's why they're over there. So you can't even see the sheep over there. But you will when we get further. So we just end a ball over there. We'll see all the sheep. And a couple of pigs running around still. So this is where my colour wall is. I haven't got any for a while. Plenty of resources in there to get it. I love to do projects with wool, but I need to find something to do it with. Could do it in the Nether, but I'm very scared that it'll catch fire. Now I love to do my tunnels with wool on the sides and pixel art and things. I've seen people do that before. That's really good. And it's my cow farm. Looting 3 sword. I can go and kill them all. Don't need any meat now. I've got plenty at the moment. But yeah, any ideas on how to do this? I can get rid of these pillars on the sides. What I need to keep is the tube in the middle and the boxes. That's what the farm... Well, that's all it is really. And the tunnel bits. I need to adjust this tunnel bit so they don't get stuck here anymore, because sometimes when they spawn exactly the same time they get stuck. I do like the bottom bit. It doesn't really keep in with the top bit, but I like nether brick, like I said. So I need some sort of structure that's 20 wide square, so 20, 20, 20, 20, and it's about 8 high each step. So either some sort of skyscraper that comes out and then goes back in, or one big block with like lava coming down. I'm not sure really. And a little blurt there, I did manage to kick out my cables for the headset, so that's why it skipped a bit. I'm very sorry about that. But like I was saying, these doors, how they work as a village, they need light coming downwards vertically, either 3 blocks away from the door. So whatever I need to make if I make something going around. I've seen someone do like spaceship saucers around them and towers in the middle. But you need to leave slits for the light to come through down all 3 levels when there's the third one on top anyway. So I wouldn't mind making it out of iron. I do have a lot of iron. This is only a quarter built, so the iron rate will be vastly increased. Far more than it is at the moment. It's not hard to finish them this side now that I've got the tower up for the rail. And then I want to make another 2 big towers over that side, so they're a massive square. And then it's so that when I'm in the middle, they all come down to the middle, but then when I'm in the middle, all these chunks with the towers on are loaded. Over there isn't, but these chunks are loaded, so then they can spawn. If I was further away, then they don't spawn, and you don't get them in the collection. So that's why they're this close. And they are quite impressive on their own. I'm glad I put pumpkins in. If you look at my tutorial on these, I did do a speed tutorial on them. So I did like each part step by step, so you can see how it increases and which parts are new and not. I like doing it. It's a slight adjustment design of JR2229 something. I may link him in the description just so you can know where it comes from. My design is a bit different from his. The spawning platform is basically the same, but how I hold my villages is different, and how I do my tubes is different as well. And yes, this bit here needs to be adjusted. I've got 2 things going in at once. I need a way to make it so that one goes in before the other, and really I should have it so there's like 4 crosshairs, so this would make a path going along here and then here to the middle. This is the hub it goes down on, so then it'll be, let me show you, like this sort of shape. And then you can probably see this middle. You can probably see the problem with this sort of shape. Dare I need to continue. So I don't really want that kind of shape on the thing, but it would be the most practical, I guess. I think I need to find some sort of piston way to hold them up if they're going at the same time. So I need an AND gate around here or something, or in the middle. So if both, as the water is held with pressure plates, I will show you that if I can get on. Perfect. These pressure gate plates stop the water, and as the iron golems are bigger than the plates, they get pushed through to the next one. But they also act as redstone inputs. So if a golem stands on this end and another golem stands at the same time on another one over here, then I want a signal going to a redstone contraption to then probably lift up some pistons here on one side, and then on a delay, so that when the iron golem comes, it will get held up here. The other one that's moving at the same time will keep going and go through, and then the time will finish, bring the pistons back down, and then the iron golem will continue going. And that should happen. Yeah, it should work really, but then it does spoil the whole effect down here. Unless you can think of some way of making it look pretty down here with like a dome bit on there, with the wiring going across. It's not that complicated wiring, but if I'm doing a delay, I need to do lots of repeaters. So I either need to do a bigger pillar here, and then having wiring going down vertically to then repeaters down underground to keep it hidden. But I need to have redstone going underneath anyway, because it's only 1 thick, so it will be blockier than this if I do that. At the moment I keep having to come here and then hitting the iron golems, so they come out of step, so then one can squeeze through, which isn't good at all. I've come up after AFKing for about 3 hours, and then there's like 50 of them stuck here, and it's not good fun. So I want to sort that out. See, these ones sit quite close together. The spawning rates are pretty good, but then it should be 4 times as effective afterwards, as there's 4 pads now, and there will be 12. 3 times more. There you go. So I think next time I will aim on building these 2 pads and coming up with an idea for the Nether hub, and probably finishing the track. and maybe we'll meet a new resident. Anyway, this is the end of the episode. This has been Happy's Kingdom. If you liked it, please subscribe, please share. It is the beginning of this channel, and it's going okay at the moment. It's been going just over a week. I've got a few subscribers, my views are going up, but I really need to get out there. I know I'm producing high quality videos, they're in 1080p, the file sizes are good. My commentary hopefully is getting better. If you've ever tried to do commentary before, it's not an easy thing to do. There's quite a few pauses, and then they become awkward, and then you just delete the file. I've got quite a few ones where I've spluttered. It's not a good thing to have on my videos, but I can't edit them out very well. I don't have very expensive editing software to do so, and I'm doing all this off my own back, so I bought the software, I've got a brand new computer for it. It's not cheap, I can tell you that. And running the server is not cheap either, especially for other people, and I'm doing it all for free at the moment. I may take donations at some point, but that's a bit big-headed to do that now. So this is the end episode. I will hopefully see you next, guys. Next, guys, see, there you are. One example of live commentary that doesn't work. I'll see you next time, guys.